Hi guys, so today I would like to share to all of you about communication technology and cybercrimes in Malaysia. Before we go further, I would like to share to you about what is communication technologies. Communication technologies refers to all equipments and programs that are used to process and communicate information. For example, nowadays we've got radios, television, podcasts, and internet. These are some of communication technology example. We can clearly see nowadays people very like to use the communication technology because it will make their work become easier. We also could refer to the nowadays situation, which is we are being infected by COVID-19 virus, so people can't go out, and by using the communication technology they could communicate with others. But there are some problem, which is cybercrime. Cybercrime is any criminal activity that involves a computer, network device, or a network. Cybercrime are carried out in order to generate profit for the cyber criminals. Some cybercrimes are carried out against computers or devices directly to damage or disable them. For evidence, based on 2019 research, there are around 13,000 cybercrime cases were reported, involving a total loss of 539 million ringgit Malaysia. The number rose to 17,000 cases in 2020, and last year, the number of cases increased more than 20,000, with a total loss of 560 million ringgit Malaysian. Until February this year, there were 3,273 cases reported involving loss of 140 million ringgit Malaysian. With this evidence, we can clearly see that cybercrime become more serious along with the development of the communication technology in our country.
Cybercrime issue in Malaysians. Cybercrime is a new committed crime in this century. The cybercrime consists of element of frauds, damage or modification of computer program or data, theft of information, hacking and others. Since no one can control the flow of information in the cyber world, millions of websites have been turned on. All kinds of information, whether through false ideas, ideology, propaganda, and not least pornography, are spread through the internet. There are various types of examples of cybercrime issue in nations. Among them are frauds, cyber gambling, spying, pornography, illegal copying software, distributing false information, and others. In conclude, cybercrime issue in nation is very dangerous cases. So government must need to address it immediately because it can be deaths of humans.
Inshallah, now we will discuss two types of cybercrime. Firstly, cybercrime that targets computer, often involves malware like viruses. Secondly, cybercrime that uses computers to commit other crimes. It may involve using computers to spread malware, illegal information or illegal images. Inshallah, now we will discuss some example of cybercrime. Firstly, credit card fraud. There are some common methods for credit card fraud which are lost or stolen cards, counterfeit, doctored or fake cards, phone scams, and phishing scams. Usually, this issue happens when fraudsters use some tactic to deceive the card holder to share their personal information to him. Then with some personal information, the fraudster get access into card holder account bank. Secondly, cyberterrorism. Cyberterrorism is often defined as any premeditated, politically motivated attack against information systems, programs, and data that threaten violence or result in violence. Next, hacking. Hacking is gaining of unauthorized access to data in the system or computer. This means someone access to the system without the permission and which is in the wrong way. Fourth, buying and selling scam. This issue happens when buyer or seller making cheating in the sale and purchase agreement. For example, the seller not respond and ship the purchased item to buyer after the buyer had made the payment. Inshallah, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurashidah Al-Zawaria binti Muhammad Rawo. My matric number is 12131 and 71. So my part will explain about cybercrime effect in Malaysia. So first one, I will tell you about little bit about Malaysia. Malaysia is country 4 in South Asia, which is have 14 states, and it's divided 3 regions, which is Peninsula, Sabah, and Sarawak. As we know, Malaysia also categorized one of the country with advanced technology like other countries. However, Malaysia also cannot escape from being a cybercrime in their country. This cybercrime give a very bad, a negative effect of the lives of the people in Malaysia. So I will tell you 3 negative effects that we can see from this cybercrime. The first one is dissemination of false information. Dissemination of false information is one of negative effects that already known as. This can we call like a false or a fake information that usually can spread anywhere. Usually, a variety of information, no matter whether true or false, ideologies, propaganda, and not least also pornography, will spread through the internet. There are some irresponsible people will upload in internet, and we usually can know with just one click. As you can see, there are one case that Malaysia has faced is, for example, in the case of this dissemination of false information on the death of the Royal Malaysia Police Chief, Tan Sri Ismail Omar, by irresponsible parties. There are some people that make a fake news about him. This false information has given confuse for the community and ministers at the home and abroad. The next one is defaulting due online theft. As usually, now we have online banking, we can transfer money to everyone we know, but because of this technology, there are some people take advantage from it. So for example, they make like a fake call, fake emergency call, like we need to transfer a few money to make sure that we are in safe. Usually, these people will make a fake call that told that they have our information details and make we transfer money to them. And the last but not least, that negative impact of cybercrime that we can see is personal information system are vulnerable. Among the effect of cybercrime in Malaysia is that our personal or confidential information is exposed. Nowadays, there are various ICT use such as computer, advanced mobile phones, and so on. Government typically use this ICT system and facilitates the dissemination of information. ICT system used by the government are such as e-government, e-health, and pronouncement, and others. Personal information system are vulnerable is they can hack our information system like IC number, TAC number, bank account, and so on. So there are three negative effects from cybercrime. So according to the negative effect, there are many. So we need have action to avoid us from caught in cybercrime. So I will share you about three types or three action that you can do to avoid us to include it. For the first one is do not share our confidential information. Confidential information is our identity such as IC number, DAC number, password, and so on. This information needs to be maintained. If there are any call that asking our identity card or our online banking, we must make sure that from where that call from. We do not easily give them our identity because usually they can use our identity to make a fake call and use it by our name. So the next one is learn about technology and create cyber law. At least to me, I think people, society in Malaysia at least know how a little bit how technology such as how to know where the call from, how to know about the password and so on. And I think government Malaysia also should create a cyber law to make sure these irresponsible people will catch up and stay in the jail. This way can make them regret about their action that has been done. And last but not least, use a strong and various password. I think usually most of the application will need a password such as Google, email, Instagram, online banking, and so on. But usually people always do a same password in each application and use a simple password such as usually people will use birthday date, phone number, and IC number. So regarding of the password, hacker will easily know about the password because they easily can know our birthday date, our password. So my suggestion is use a strong password, use a unique password, and if you are a forgotten people, try use a symbol or number like hashtag and star. So there are a few negative effects and ways on how to avoid it. Thank you.
As for the conclusion, we could say that the cybercrime become more serious along with the development of communication technology nowadays. It is because people are more prefer to use the communication technologies than doing the physical activities. For example, by using the internet, people can communicate with each others by using the apps such as WhatsApp and Facebook. Besides that, people also could use online transaction for online shopping by using the apps such as Shopee and Lazada. At the same time, there are some people who took chances by doing cybercrime activities such as scam, cyber terrorism, send fake information to others, which could lead to misunderstanding and create slander, which could lead our country to the destruction. Therefore, everyone must play their role to ensure the safety of the communication technologies among Malaysian folks. People should work together to make sure that they could stop the cybercrime among the Malaysians, to use the communication technology safely, and to make sure that our country is always on the safe situation. That's all from me. Thank you.